Hey everybody, Jabman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at my 113th Master Grade, the Turn-X, from the series Turn A Gundam. This is one of the most mysterious Gundams out there. We just don't know a lot about it. But we do know it looks really cool, and we've wanted a Master Grade for a long time. Let's have a look. Now starting off with the torso, we have this sticker that grows across the X on the front of the chest. This is optional, you can remove it or not, and I don't know what it's supposed to be. Is it Nanomachine Core? Is it Psycho Frame? Is it a light show? I don't know. I just don't know. There's a lot of things about this kit when I'm building, I'm like, I don't know what it is. We have this clear smoke gray case that goes over the front of it. Maybe this is Psycho Frame. Inactive Psycho Frame? Maybe it's just a clear piece? I don't know. There's a lot of things about this kit and about this suit we just don't know. Up ahead, this is where the pilot sits on this particular. You see Gingham there. You can kind of see the outline of a Gundam's face there, sort of, almost. You can get the chin, the sides, the eyes go right above. There is no real mustache there, which is interesting considering the Turn A has a huge mustache, but whatever. They give you stickers for the eyes. You can either go with the gold eyes or solid black. You don't see the Turn A's eyes that often. Most of the time it's just a solid black, so you can recreate either. And it has a little attachment that connects onto the neck, and is very easy to attach and then detach. In fact, that will be a common theme throughout this kit. You'll see why near the end. And very ominous looking kit already. The right hand, kind of a claw configuration, kind of reminds me a little bit of a Acguy or a Zagok or other things. And it's kind of a weird build, but nothing too unorthodox. All clamps together as so, and almost looks more organic than mechanical. Again, clear pieces inside. And this runs into the first big problem of this kit, but pretty much the only big problem. That right arm is very heavy. I mean, really, really heavy. And, quite frankly, it's, well, loose. A little shake, a little more shake, and yeah, it falls off. It's not the best connection, that right arm. It's just so heavy with all that junk in it for the right hand. It just doesn't give you that pose. And the shoulder's a little weak, too, which doesn't help. Now, I fixed this a little bit. I added some tack. Some sticky tack in there. It seems to help it a little bit, but it's not a permanent or perfect solution. And you can see the arm, or the fingers, or claws, or whatever the heck they are. They extend and they spread out to perform this kind of pose, kind of a opening claw. It also has another effect, which I'll show you in a bit. And that works surprisingly well. It's a little tough to get in and out, but overall looks good. You can also see, oh my goodness, lots of lining, and more lining. This is one of the heaviest, if not the heaviest, line kit out there. Anyone who built a Turn A thought, well, that was a pretty heavy lining kit. This is a lot more. All over the arms, the chest, the shoulder pads are insanely heavy on the lining. So, yeah, you're going to be spending a good time detailing this kit. But you can also see there's some damage here and there. There's some little scratches, some cut marks. This is actually one of the only kits I can ever remember that has battle damage built in. But overall, very menacing looking kit. This kind of almost looks skeletal. Now, the top half of the kit, a little unorthodox, but nothing I haven't dealt with before. The bottom half of the kit in terms of the legs is one big pile of what? When you're building this thing in the legs and the feet, or whatever the heck you want to call them, it makes no frigging sense. I mean, it is way out of anything that reminds me of Gundam. It's like I'm building an entire different series or something. Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, something else. Some other sci-fi series. And the other thing you notice, the legs are very unorthodox in terms of their armor. They have just different plates slapped on and things put in oddball directions. And it doesn't really match with the rest of the kit. But one of the things we do know about the Turn-X is the original Turn-X didn't look like this. Different parts were added on and repaired and different things were slapped on, so I can tell you without authority, whatever the original Turn-X was, it probably didn't have these legs. The legs are pretty different. And you can see more battle damage there. This actually has a dent on the knee. And on the other leg, which you'll see here in a second, there's scratches and claw marks and all sorts of craziness. As you see here. They don't match perfectly, not even close really. You can see those big slash marks. They give you stickers for those. I just decided to paint them. You have more of that clear gray, whatever it is, cycle frame, I don't know. You see the lining on the side. Another armor just slapped in every which way you can. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I guess if you're thinking a repair kit, just slap some armor on there. Just weld it on there. We'll deal with it. And the feet and the way the heels work. Yeah, this takes some getting used to. It's a very weird design, and not, if you're built a lot of master grades, it's not something you're used to. Backpack, same deal. Almost more organic than mechanical, and it takes a little bit of time to figure out exactly what you're building. The backpack's more like a weapons platform, which I'll show you in a second. Pieces bleed through on the either side. You got more of that clear smoke in there. Just a weird backpack. But when everything's together, you can slap all the pieces in there, all the weapons. You have a beam rifle, you have a handgun, you have a missile pack, you have a bazooka, and they can all go in the backpack. They all slide into different pieces and slide into place. And you can see that clear smoke throughout. And like I said, kind of has a more organic feel, and it's just a weird backpack. Decals. Nothing really to write home about here. There's a few nice ones. Gingham Fleet, Turnex, etc. Nothing too spectacular. They have the shining finger here on the right arm, which I'll show you that in a minute. If you chose to leave the decals off, I wouldn't blame you. Holding the weapons. These have bracket hands, so you change out the fingers on each one. Holds the bazooka just fine. Does need to rest on the shoulder, though. Can't move it fairly freely. Handgun, no problem. Weighs nothing, so you can go put it anywhere you want. The beam rifle, same deal. Weighs nothing, put it anywhere you want, any position you see fit. It also has a beam effect part for the shining finger. The claw opens up, you plug that in, and it holds it there. The elbow is plenty strong enough to hold this up. You can put it anywhere you want. Shoulder, no, not even close. It's way too heavy. And you can see the shoulder's already starting to come loose. The arm is just too ridiculously heavy to do anything with. But this isn't as big a problem as you would think. Like I said, you can still get movement out of the elbow. Now this does come with an action base included. You don't have to buy this separate, which is rare. They give you an action base for this kit. And you get him up in the air, and it gets a little easier to pose with the shining finger. You can see it has a slightly different connection than usual. It's clear, so it kind of disappears in the background. And it connects into the backpack, or the back where the backpack connects. It's all one big piece that connects into everything. And holds it up just fine. There's no problem whatsoever holding this guy in the air. Despite he's kind of a big kit. And you can move the feet around, get different aerial poses. Like I said, hold the weapons. The shining finger works a little bit better in the air. Overall looks good. Now one neat thing, just for kicks and giggles, that I'd put it under a black light and see what happens. I was wondering what would light up. Not much, aside from that shining finger, and that really pops. A really big orange glow. And does look kind of nice. Plus, the Turnex was ominous before, and a black light, it's even creepier. This is a really creepy suit. It's kind of got like a Frankenstein's monster skeletal creepiness about it. I don't know what, I can't really describe it. Now, they give you all these attachments here for the action base, which kind of makes it look like an alien facehugger. But, yeah, put them all on there. It takes a little while to build, and they put it all in different directions. And you can move the arms as you see fit. Certain pieces are static, they won't move. Other pieces, like all those bend-out arms, will. And you can take every part of the Turnex apart and use it as its own funnels. In the TV series, the Turnex can use its legs, its arms, its head as independent moving pieces. It is its own funnel system. You can see the legs transform a little bit. They have little beam shooters or guns or whatever the heck they are in the feet. The shoulders are now independent shields, little clamps. The head floats off. The main torso kind of sits there. There is a little technique. You can use the waist section as a kind of a grapple on the turn A. It's kind of weird. But yeah, this is pretty wild. You can see the handgun can still be held, the beam rifle. Beam effect parts now hold up just fine because there is no shoulder anymore. This is kind of like the extreme blast mode for the Strike Freedom. Looks good. You'll probably use it once though. Final thoughts on this kit. This was just a fun kit to build, folks. It's really kind of a mystery kit. You're building this. You're trying to figure out, what is this? What is this supposed to do? What parts are real? What parts have been changed? We don't know a lot about the Turn X, and this kit answers some questions and raises a whole bunch of new ones. It's a fun build. Very good posability. The shoulder issue on the right arm is a problem, but it's not a deal breaker. Good accessories. Decals are kind of meh. But overall, good kit. It got what we wanted. We can do the funnel pose, which I didn't think was possible, but they pulled it off. Good kit. Thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, your new leader for Master Grade Kit of the Year. The Master Grade Turn X. We asked for it for a long time. We got it. If you want it, and you probably do, pick it up. Well, gang, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, please ask them. I will answer them to the best of my ability. Please stay tuned for more. Always got more reviews coming. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and one more thing. Guys, I'm forgetting something. There's something I'm supposed to do on this kit, and I just can't remember what it is. Honestly, something I'm supposed to build, I'm supposed to make. There's something I'm supposed to do. You guys have any ideas? What am I supposed to do? There's something I'm forgetting. A little help? It's right on the tip of my tongue.